Welcome everyone to another tutorial video from Deep South Gaming. Today we're going to go over the Colossal Harvesters, or Colossus pack, but the Harvesters in that pack. As you can see, we have potato, sugar beet, and vegetable harvester, a regular harvester, a forage harvester, and a cotton harvester. With this vegetable harvester, you can have a regular capacity of 45,000, or you could do 250,000, 500,000, a million, or 2.5 million. At the lowest setting, you have 800 horsepower, which will let it run at 26 miles per hour. Bump it up to 1100 horsepower, and it'll run at 32 miles per hour. Bump it up to 1500 horsepower, and it'll run at 55 miles per hour. Or you could go up to 3500 horsepower and run at 150 miles per hour. Like everything else, you got your different wheel brands. You do a standard design or camouflage. Of course, you got different beacon lights. Tint, medium, dark, and then all your different colors. Exhaust could be standard or black. You know where it's at. There it is. Not changing it though. And then your main colors. Let me take this off camo. Well, you could play around with the colors to figure out what's what. And then we have the Colossus 9000 Harvester, which at standard capacity, you're looking at 25,000 liters. Then you go up to 50, 250, 500, 1 million, and 2.5 million. Your engine setups are basically kind of like the other one. Horsepower is higher on these though, so your standard is 900 horsepower at 29 miles per hour. You got 1500 horsepower at 43 miles per hour. 2000 you could do 88 miles per hour, and 3000 you could do 150 miles per hour. Of course, you got your tire selections. For your designs, you got your standard, camouflage, and Case IH AF11 skin. Got US and EU markers. Your tint options are the same as on the other one. Your beacon, you can either rotate or flash or blink. Exhaust, standard or black. Pipe, long or short. Which I would recommend getting the long pipe. And then you change your colors. With your Colossus 6000 forage harvester, the standard is 1,156 horsepower, which will let you do 27 miles per hour. Then you got the 1,800 horsepower, will let you do 46. 3,000 horsepower, which will let you do 150 miles per hour. And then you got your tire selections again. Standard or camouflage design. Different beacon lights. Exhaust, standard or black. Whoop. Which it doesn't. That might be the actual smoke coming out because it's not changing the pipe. Then long pipe and short pipe. I always go with long pipe. And then you can change your colors. And then you have your cotton harvester. Standard is 690 horsepower, which will do 22 miles per hour. It has a 6-meter working length, width. But you can also do a 10-meter working width, a 25-meter working width, and a 50-meter working with. Your engines is 690 horsepower at 22 miles per hour, 1250 horsepower at 42, 3000 at 150. Of course, you got your tire selections, camouflage or regular design, blink or rotate or no beacon. You got your the same tint options as all the other ones. Windshield logos, you got Lizard, Colossus, or none. Exhaust, standard or black, and then you can change your colors. Oh yeah, with this forage harvester, you got different forage headers. You have a regular forage header, which you can't really upgrade or anything. Comes standard camouflage. It's 9-meter wide, operates at 10 miles per hour. You can have brands on it or not. Your unrealistic one, you go standard, which is 9 meters, 25 meters, or 50 meters. And of course, camouflage, no, stickers, no, crop guide, standard, or different colors. And you can change the colors of the header. Now you also have a cotton forage header, which I don't like using because it doesn't give you bales, but it has all the same options as the other header. And then you got a poplar header for the forage wagon or forage harvester. You can go camouflage or standard, brands or no brands, and then change the color. This one operates at 2 meters at 9 miles per hour. Then you have the unrealistic one, same working with 10, 25, 50, or standard. Camouflage or no, brands or no, and then you colors. And then you also have a sugarcane unrealistic, which is 2 meters wide, but also 10, 25, 50 meters unrealistic. Everything else is the same as all the other headers. And then you also have these pickups for it, which is a 3-meter wide pickup. You can add working lights or no, and you can change the color. With the unrealistic, you got your standard 3-meter width at 30 miles per hour. You got 5 meter, 10 meter, 25, and 50 meter. Camouflage or no, crop guides yes, no, in different colors, work lights yes, no, and then all your other colors. And then you'll see this trailer here attached to my forest harvester for when I show you the demo. You got your capacities of a standard capacity is 25,000 liters. Then you got 250,000, 500,000, 1 million, and 5 million. You got different tire options. Brands yes or no, rear light design. You got several options there. Triangle yes or no, design, standard, or camouflage. And then you got all your color options. Alright, and we'll start. I'll demonstrate the forage harvester, which you can see those little lines off to the sides. Those are our crop guides. This is the only one that has the crop guides activated. Just I want to show them to you. So you can see it'll make harvesting go a lot faster. This is the base model in horsepower. So you can see we're cruising at 27 miles per hour. But if you turn, it doesn't like to pick up. Plus it throws your trailer around. So I wouldn't recommend doing sharp turns with your Colossus pack. Oops. Alright, now we'll come up here. Alright, this is the Colossus cotton harvester. As you all know, harvesting cotton is a very slow process. This is also the base model horsepower wise, and we're doing 23, which is a lot better than a 6 miles per hour for a base game cotton harvester. So a massive field like this wouldn't take, well, it'll still take a while, but it's a lot better than 6 meters at 6 miles per hour. As you can see, well, with this one, your pre-chamber will actually fill up faster than your bales will spit out. But if you have a worker on this, he will stop to release the bale. All right, we'll come over here now to our vegetable harvester. A lot of your vegetable harvesters base game are slow, so I will actually use this, but in a smaller header width, a lot smaller. I don't want to use either the base or the 10 meter working with, but I will upgrade the capacity of the harvester just to not have to, make several trips to pick up or empty out the harvester, because as y'all know, vegetables and stuff have high yield, so it fills up the harvester fast. All right, and over here, I went ahead and put 2 of these out here. I got the AF11 skin on this one. I set this one up to the maximum horsepower, maximum speed, just so y'all can see it. And then this one's just the base horsepower. With a 50 meter working width. You see we're cruising at 29 miles per hour, which base gain is 6. The biggest header you get, I think, is, well, I think they have 50 meter head or 20 meter. I forget exactly what the biggest base game one is. Then we have our 150 mile per hour capable harvester when you're not using a header. With the header, it limits it to 45, but 45 is still, flying. But as you can see, without the extra wide header on here, it doesn't seem to miss in the turns like with the wider ones as bad. I say that and it happens. So yeah, if you want to go with the highest speed possible, I'd recommend not going with an extra wide header. As you can see, it does give you a bigger than normal straw swath, so take that into consideration when you go to, or what you want to do. Some of y'all don't even drop swath, y'all just let it spit out the back without enabling it. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another episode of Deep South Gaming. Thank you for watching.